Hey everybody, this is Steve here, and today I managed to hit 200 subscribers, and as a special to you guys, I'm going to do something slightly different today. And today I'm going to show you the behind the scenes of the cinematic about this 3x3 flush door I posted 4 weeks ago. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this slightly different video, and it should be quite interesting. Okay, so here we are in Final Cut Pro 10, and as you see down here is our cinematic video. And yeah, first of all, I'm going to talk about the shots I used in this video, and then we're going to go in depth of some more effects I used and that stuff. So first of all, let's start just with the fly shots. So first I have the fly shot of the day. Looks like this, and as you might notice, first of all, it's a really smooth pan, and the way I did that is I use a mod called Camera Studio mod, and it's actually a really nice mod because I can just add waypoints like this. And then I can add a time, like for example 10 seconds, and then it will make a camera path, a smooth pan shot through these points. Of course, this shot's now not perfect, but you can get really nice shots from that. And that's basically how I make the pan shots used in these videos. And as you might notice, these shots are a lot slower as they're then played in the video, because like right here they're a lot slower often, a lot faster. And I record them that slow because if they're slow, they're easy to speed up because you can just show less frames, but they're really hard to slow down because you can't just slow it down, because if you would slow it down, you would need to have more frames, and then the whole shot gets really bumpy and really stuttery, and that's not too nice. And for that reason, I always record these fly videos really slow and then speed them up in the video, because yeah, it makes shots like this, for example, one really easy, because the camera is mainly really fast right here, but still at these points where it stops, it just gets really slow, and there you need a lot of frames. Yeah, then I have also some pan shots of every circuit, like from the side. That's for showing off the different circuits. Then right here we have the fly through the circuits. It looks like this. This is already the edited one, and then we have the direct one, the circuit fly. It looks like this. And as you see, it's just a really slow video of me flying through all the circuits really slowly. And that's basically the shot I edited, and then I edited to this. Yeah, and that's how I placed it inside the video. Then I have another fly video in nighttime for the intro. Then I have these shots. I'm going to talk about these a bit later. I have all the side fly shots. They basically just show off the sides of the door. That's to show the size, make like full wide and that stuff. And yeah, so now the final shots I used are these, and these are probably the most tricky ones to make. These are the green screen shots, and it's basically just the door in front of a green wall. And I got these shots using a resource pack I made. It's this one right here. And basically all this pack does is it converts glowstone into this green block right here. And the reason I use glowstone is because it emits light, and it makes lighting not a problem. And this green stuff is really nice to remove, because I can just use a keyer and then remove it, like if you make a green screen shot in a television studio. And yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit more about these green screen shots later in the video, but first let's just start out with the beginning. So in the beginning I want to get like this little theme about the unknown in space with the music, like this. And right here I use some effects to make the video a bit more, to make the video a little bit more flat, and to remove some colors and make it a little bit more flat. And yeah, it looks like this, and I'm really happy with the result of these shots, but not too crazy stuff, still pretty simple. And then the first one I have like this depth of field effect a little bit, yeah, not too crazy stuff. And then right here it gets a little bit complicated because I have these titles on the door, and of course you can't build them in Minecraft. And right here I use a plugin called DriveX by Cormalt, and I'm now going to make a little demo on how this plugin works and how you can make nice text with that. So first I'm going to just open a new clip and get a random part of a video. Right here I'm taking a closer look at the land mowing robot, and now I can add a tracked title to that, or track text. Now let's add the text right here. Looks like this now. And then first of all, let's change the font to a Minecrafter font. A lot of fonts. There we go. Then let's flatten these corners. This is right here. Make these square and make them, give it a little bit more depth, and the orientation I'm going to do that later. And now I can track this to this hand, for example. So first I can draw a mask, just like roughly object to track. Probably let's redo that. It's not too perfect. So it has a bit of the hand, and now let's track that. There we go. This now takes a bit of computing power, so I'm going to speed this shot up now. And there we go, it's almost finished. And the text is now connected to this hand, and it's like it's now like it's on this hand in this video. And now if you watch the video, you will see that the text is okay. So now I'm going to plug this in, like if it's written on the hand. And now if I adjust the text itself and put it in a little bit better orientation for the video, so it looks like it's inside the video, and yeah, there we go. Text is in the video now. And that's basically how I make these titles. And actually what's pretty cool about this plugin is it also tracks the size and the position. Of course, the position and size and the rotation of the object. And that makes shots like this one possible. Right here, where the numbers also have to scale correctly, that it really looks like they are in the video. And yeah, that's really nice, and a lot of people do that by keyframing, so they technically like create an animation that would then be like this, that they would add a text. If you use a normal text, for example this one, and then they keyframe the position, so that basically means they have the position. That would be right here, and then they add a frame, and basically this position is now locked this to this frame. And now if I, for example, go like a couple frames further to right here, and then I want the text to be right here, for example, and now the text will make a smooth animation between these points like this. But it definitely is a way to make shots like this, but you will never get it perfect, and it's pretty much impossible to get shots like I have in the cinematic right here. And you would technically have to map every single frame to really get it nice, and you would also have to correct the size and that stuff. And I tried it, but it's not really that great without the plugin. But you can get really nice shots with that. So let's now move on to this effect right here, where the door flies apart. And this is actually an effect that's quite complicated, but I'm really happy with it. So now let's first go through it a little bit slower in single frames. There we go. And now as you see, there will a light effect will come in to kind of show the explosion. There we go. And then the door basically flies apart like this. And that's where these green screen shots come in. So basically all I have right here is I have an empty background. If I zoom in here a little bit, I have the background right here. There we go. I now get a position a little bit earlier in the video. For example, right here. I have the background. And then I have every circuit, I have an individual shot recorded with this green screen background. And then I basically stacked these on top of each other. And then I use this keyer effect right here to remove the green screen. And that's actually, yeah, the shot would look like this without the keyer. And then I remove the background. And the motion basically just comes from keyframing. Like I did it in this title demonstration right here. This title, I basically use the same technique to animate these movements. And yes, and I'm going to show you about a little bit how that works. So first of all, we have the little green screen recording with the green screen texture pack right here. There we go. With the, I'm gonna mute this clip now that you don't get confused by the voice in there. And now I have the keyer effect. Maybe not in transitions. There we go. And I can basically put that under this clip. And yeah, it worked really nice. If it wouldn't work that nice, there we go. You see that the floor hasn't really disappeared completely because it's not the same green, but it's pretty simple because you can just record another sample color like this. There we go. It's now gone. And there we go. As you see now, this door is now on top of the lawnmower, or the part of the door. Basically, it's just a circuit. There we go. And now I can do a little animation with that. So I can basically just take the position in the video right here, keyframe it, and then choose my position, for example, right here. Wait, no, let's actually go back to that keyframe. I'm gonna keyframe the rotation as well, because that's what I did in the video. Let's get now to another position, and in this position I want to have it right up here. There, and I want to have a bit of rotation like this. And as you now see, it will now fly up there. Like this. And that's basically all I did in there. So I just placed the keyer and I put these effects on top of each other. And to get them perfectly in sync with the motion it does right here, because it's still sort of a rotation going on, I basically just recorded the same path. I always use the same camera path with the camera mod. Yeah, but that's pretty much all there is to it for this effect. And now let's zoom back out right here. And same thing at the reassembly right here. Back there. It's basically the same thing, just in reverse and with a little bit different animations, because I tried to match the positions they have in this world. Because I had these creations right here, and I just tried to match the positions where they were, so they come from the correct places. But yeah, turned out pretty good. And here, the text, of course, pretty simple, just using the tracker mod again, tracker plugin. There we go. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it, this cinematic. So I'm now going to show you some time-lapse videos while I created this cinematic, and I'm going to do some voiceovers to talk about some stuff I did there. So yeah, please enjoy. So first I imported the door Stomach sent me, and then I used World Edit to adjust the color scheme so it matches my color scheme. Then I added all the waypoints and I sent some Skype messages. Then I recorded the main fly scene, and there I'm making the green screen resource pack and building the green screen using World Edit. Like this. So here I'm creating all the different green screen recordings in front of this green glowstone wall. Yeah, and here I'm creating the world with all the creations in it, and I'm recording the main fly. Yeah, here I start editing the intros and adding the first clips. Then I realized that I need some more clips of showing the sides of the door, and I record them right here, repasting the door, and there I record the clips and import them to Final Cut, and some more editing, and there I add the 3D text, the tracked one. Yeah, but that's pretty much all there is to it for today's video. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment sections. And yeah, see you in my next video.